They're saying that we're getting more work and we have to turn in our work more earlier so that we won't get in trouble and the expectations will be higher.
They're telling us to be prepared, to do like your work on time and like always pay attention like to your teachers, because I know that a lot of people like mess around this year. So like to like be focused in school and like that if you start as a freshman, you have to start like what's it called, like with good grades, so like your GPA can like maintain like at a certain like level.
I think they have because considering this year, it has been not difficult, but I have struggled a bit. But I'm sure that once I get into high school, it will all be worth it since they're just trying to prepare us. And I have been talking to some students that are already attendees, and they say that everything that they learned this year did help them.
Yes, I think they have, because they're like more, they teach us more advanced than other schools, and that's gonna help us in the future.
Well, I'm actually making sure that I do all my work on time when it's due. That way it doesn't pile up for me. And whenever I get a free time during class or at my house, I try to do my work. And when it does pile up and I need a way to relax, I listen to music or just play video games, like, and try to forget about it. Even though
I'm working better and I have to turn in all my work on time so that it won't pile up at the moment when I have to turn it in so that I won't have a lot of work to do.
What are the transitions?
I think maybe the people and the teachers, and maybe the curriculum, because you're just so used to like the how one teacher is teaching you certain things, and once another style of teaching comes around, you're not used to it. And the students, because well, I'm not gonna know probably 3/4 of the people there, but I'm sure I'll adjust.
Part of the new transition.
I think the hardest part of the new transition is that we're going to see more people and we're going to be in a bigger school, which we're not used to being in. We're not used to be in a big school because we're just 4 floors.
I expect a basic level of maturity, knowing what is right and appropriate for school and what is wrong and not appropriate for school.
That they're going to start off rather immature, that hopefully throughout the year they gain some maturity throughout the year.
Freshmen always mature as the year goes on. Part of that's growing up. Part of that is getting used to what high school is like, what the expectations are, the workload. So yes, there's a lot of maturing that is done and growing, personal growing that is done freshman year.
You can add to this.
There's always maturity going on. I mean, you if you think about, when you first come in August and then looking at you in May, students as a whole, the freshman class as a whole, they mature. They start to realize, okay, priorities, and I actually have to do this, and what do I need to do to be successful? And it's not all fun and games, and they, through the course of the year, they do mature for the most part. Although there's a few that need the additional summer to do that, but they get there eventually.
This year, I don't have anything that really sticks out compared to what I've had past years where there's been some really bad behavior. This year, I wouldn't say there's a lot of behavior. It's more just doing what you're supposed to and actually using time wisely.
Magnet, there's a high rigor, there's expectations, and you are expected to think on your own. You are expected to do things outside of the classroom, and a lot of students are not used to that. They're expecting to be able to do everything in a matter of minutes, a matter of seconds, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, this is going to take me several hours and days or weeks or months, long-term projects, and they're not used to that. And unfortunately, the students that do choose to leave the program, it's not because of their ability. They're saying, well, I'm not willing to do the work. which is unfortunate for them because eventually they're going to have to do, they're going to have to do that, and might as well do it in the high school setting versus when you're in college and going, what? How am I supposed to handle this?
To some extent, yes, and again, I think part of this goes to the maturing throughout the year that freshmen don't know what to expect, not just from the Magnet Academy, but from high school in general. It's a change. It's a year of change. It's a year of growth. It's a year of maturing.
Definitely different. Got lost a lot, but all around it was good. Like it was learning experience, very large learning experience.
It was really stressful running around the hallways and like trying to find all of the classes and getting used to the classes themselves and seeing the people in your classes.
I think academically, because at Fred Rogers we had like kind of like a free ride. We had work obviously, but it wasn't as hard as the work that we had to do here. So I guess academically would be.
I would say academically because in Magnet we sort of already mainly know each other because we are all like associated with each other last year. So I'd say it was more academically getting used to all of the projects and all of the work that came from the new year.